health needs for foster teens. During my research, a big problem that I found that foster teens face is not being prepared when they transition into adulthood. And this is mainly because they lack the support and the resources that they need to become successful, healthy adults. And this is a quote that we have from one of our sources. Youth exiting in foster care shared that they often lack strong and supportive relationships. While extending foster care until age 21 has improved outcomes for youth, many youth still exit care without the support and guidance they need to successfully transition. And part of this is also to inform adults how to help the foster teens in their care to successfully transition, and also make sure that they do have the set of skills needed in order to become healthy adults. According to an article, The Adolescent Brain, New Research and Its Implication for Young People Transitioning from Foster Care, in order for adolescents to become healthy and connected and productive adults, they require a lot of support during this critical time. Now, a way to help them in this really critical time is to make sure that teens have strong connections with friends, family, and their communities. These connections help teens as they go out into the world and out on their own. It provides them with any type of guidance that they may require at whatever moment in their life. However, it's really difficult for foster teens compared to other teenagers to establish these connections because they're constantly bouncing from foster home to foster home. They fail to create the necessary connections to establish a strong support system. Now, it's not impossible for them to gain a really strong support system and make these connections, but it is really difficult. Now, science has also found that things like positive youth development services, opportunities, and support are crucial for healthy brain and social development. And they've also been found to negate the negative effects of trauma that a lot of foster kids face. Adolescents also need to build their resiliency because having strong resiliency will allow adolescents to excel in their adulthood. Now, in this article, I also found a set of 5 recommendations to help foster teens with their development and to ensure that they can transition into successful adults. So the first recommendation is to take a positive youth development approach to all opportunities for young people in foster care. A way you can implement this is having youth focus on developing internal and external strengths, providing teens with the opportunity to connect with their families and communities, in order to establish those strong relationships. Create or give adolescents opportunities to get involved in extracurricular activities and community groups, because once again, being involved in such activities will help them network and develop more relationships. And also discussing with the teens what their goals, strengths, and interests are, because then knowing this, you can help guide them towards what might suit them best. Second recommendation is provide interdependent living services that connect young people with family and caring adults. Implementing this, you can do it by connecting teens to caring adults as early as possible. That can be you, that can be anybody you know that will be a good role model for these foster teens. And it's really important to support these relationships to ensure that they are long-lasting. Help youth to build social relationships and reduce any problems that might get in the way of creating long-lasting relationships. For example, you can help teens by giving them a ride to wherever that they need to go, if it's for these activities that they're going to do, or if they want to go meet up with friends. Also, it's important that you do allow them to spend time with their friends. and or to help them get a job. These are ways to help them connect with the outside world, with people. Number 3, engage young people in their own planning and decision making. How to implement this. Help with the creation of partnerships with adults that can show them healthy, strong decision making. Allow them to make their own decisions even when you don't agree, when the adult doesn't agree. Because this is allowing them to begin to develop their autonomy and to allow them to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. Recommendation 4. Be trauma-informed to promote healing and emotional security. Foster parents, they can learn from this by creating a safe and comfortable and welcoming environment for the foster youth, foster teens, whoever it is that they're fostering. They can also be knowledgeable about the impact of trauma on the development of adolescents. And be aware that teens may be re-traumatized after facing services that are designed to help them, right? Because a lot of the trauma that they face is, yes, the foster system is there to help them, to place them in a home, but unfortunately a lot of them don't find a forever home. They're constantly jumping from place to place. So this is a perfect example of a service that is there to help them, but they can be very traumatized by it. And the 5th recommendation is to extend developmentally appropriate foster care to age 21. So don't let them just age out at 18, extend it to the age 21, so that you might be able to keep helping them for a longer period of time to make sure that they do develop these necessary skills. So it will allow them to also successfully transition into adulthood, to make sure that they come into these roles strong and healthy, to help them build resilience and ensure that they can succeed on their own, especially when they need to tackle major life decisions and they come across major life transitions as well.